pull the skin on my finger until it bleeds. Use blood to mark my eyes. Black suits and red ties. I like to think that I've grown and I found my home. Through all the spots in my eyes, I blame the Shelby lines. Ace, ace, that's what you taught me. Still obsessed with emo boys from New Jersey. Nothing less, I'm a mess cause they hurt me.
Bro, they don't deserve it.
Take me back to Sunday. These from the past always stay. Let me think you'll be with me someday. It's like this don't go away. Remember when that one day the heavy chemically romancing. Take me back to Sunday. I'm cutting my pain, shades of gray. I crave a mosh pit, beating until I bleed. Hope you're there to break my fall. You punch and I crawl. He has a mystery behind his smile. I shoot it like a drug. Pick a heartstring and tug. Ace, ace, that's what you taught me. Still obsessed with emo boys from New Jersey. Nothing less, I'm a mess cause they hurt me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take me back to Sunday. These from the past always stay. Make me think you'll be with me someday. It's like this don't go away. Remember when that one day the heavy chemically romancing. Take me back to Sunday. I'm cutting my pain, shades of gray. I guess some things never change. I'll always run away with you on that train. I'll always quiver when you say my name. I'll always East Coast with no shame. I guess some things never change. I'll always run away with you on that train. I'll always quiver when you say my name. I'll always East Coast with no shame.
Back in your ear to make it clear, it's your host Rob Lowe bringing y'all season 6, episode 39 of the Fact and Stats podcast. But it's really humble yourself again. We got Miss Shelby Morgan in the building. How you feeling?
Good, how are you?
Good.
How you doing?
Good to
How
see
you
you.
doing?
Thanks for having me.
Dig how the people doing?
No problem. And we got to get straight to the business. Opening act. You got the voting going on right now.
Yes.
Explain to the people the opportunity that you might have.
Alright, so Opening Act is a contest that runs every year for a concert. It's a benefit concert called We Will Survive, which is with the American Suicide Prevention Foundation. And they put on this concert, they hire big acts, and then they give someone an opportunity to be an opening act. So if I win, this year they just announced I'd get to open up for Maroon 5, One Republic, and Kelly Clarkson. And yeah, I get to also win some money, which would be great to use towards my upcoming album, because you know that is expensive. But it's also just like great exposure, so it'd be a really great step for my career. Yeah.
Tickets out already? Location?
So yeah, it's in New York City.
Okay.
I don't think tickets are out yet. It's in October, so the contest will probably go on for like another month.
Gotcha.
And then, yeah, I'm
We'll
just...
definitely have this episode out by then.
Yeah.
Definitely get you some votes on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Trying to make it to the top.
Yeah.
my first time seeing you perform is right here at Open Market,
Yes,
from
sir.
Good News Threads. Shout out to Good News
Yeah.
Threads. Listen, we stepped outside, right, and you was coming out the doorway, and somebody told me, man, she a superstar, man. So when did you knew you was a superstar?
Oh, since I was a little girl.
Mm.
Yeah, since I was little. Everything I would do with my family was always just like, make sure there's a talent show, make sure there's karaoke. Like I would even perform. Like my brother would play baseball, and they would do like these end of the year parties, and I'd bring my little karaoke kit with me, my outfit changes. I put on a show for all the parents. The baseball boys didn't want anything to do with me.
But she put on the show for everybody now. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, now you come in these stages, don't matter who in the crowd. I see you doing the rooftop, the Metro
Yes.
bar. What you think about that?
I love it. I have one tomorrow actually, and it's just
the last one set up?
no. So I have two more. One tomorrow, and then one next Friday, September 1st. And that one's more of like the live band, late at night set, just to get everyone, feeling good on a Friday night, pre-game party type of vibe. But yeah, it's the only rooftop in Annapolis, so it's just like everyone comes out. It's a good vibe. It's super chill, and yeah, I just love it. I think it's like a different type of show that I'm able to do once a month. That's different from like a headline show, and I get to just sing for some new people that that would probably never, see me or know who I was before doing something like that. So, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to tie up this multiple question all into one, right? Alright. So I went on Apple Music, right, and I'm seeing the singles and the EPs.
Yes.
But I'm like, where's the album? Where's the album? But then I got the thing, I'm like, well, let me see the scheme here, right? So then you drop red, and you drop blue, and then you drop orange.
Yes.
But those just not one song. Those 3 songs, right? So explain how you do your scheme or how you set up your tracks.
So I just had this idea going into writing those albums. I wanted to try and write to colors.
Okay.
And I had started off by making playlists for myself, and they were in the form of a mixtape. So as long as a mixtape is, it's like 45 minutes front and back. And I was like, you know what, I want to try and write to colors, and I want to do a color mixtape project. So, and at the time I was kind of like talking to other artists, and it was, it just seemed like a better idea to kind of just, instead of just putting out one single or a full album, to kind of just do it in smaller pockets of an album and do EPs. And I also thought, as an artist, that I didn't want to just come out with a full-length album right off the bat. Like, I wanted to kind of just ease into it a little bit, take my time, release it. And I love consistency, so like I made sure that I had them ready in 3 months, three months apart from each other. So I made sure that I was like keeping the people interested. I was doing music videos for every song as well, and also releasing them within every 3 months. But I also, so it's funny that this is episode 39 because that's my angel number.
Hey.
And
Claiming it.
I know, right? And so that was also something I thought about in doing the EPs. I wanted to have 3 songs, 3 songs each, 9 songs total. To add up to 39. So yeah.
There you go.
I like it.
I love a good plan.
Yeah.
Right? So you got 39, then you got 29, right? Which is your birthday, leap year, February 29th. And so you planning to drop the album on your birthday.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes.
And so talk a little bit about that, what that experience has been like, and where you at.
Yeah. So I actually have 10 demos recorded. And one of them is going to be my first single off the album, which I'm releasing September 12th. And that's the only one that I went into the studio already and just did it. Have
so
it
you already
mixed and
got one
mastered.
ready September 12th?
Yes.
Oh shit, we
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
talk about that too. I didn't even know.
Yeah. So yeah, now basically like I'm just trying to get in the studio and re-record all of those demos and make sure that they're perfect. I add more production to them in the studio with live instruments, and I work with someone else because my co-writer and I are the ones that do the demos together. His name's Mike Manos, and going into the studio, I'm working with an engineer who kind of can bring something a little bit different to the table. I enjoy that. I love collaboration. I love bouncing off ideas with people, and just like thinking outside of my box of what I write. So yeah, like it's just been a really great
It's a different feel though. When
Yeah.
you get them live instruments in on that
Oh, yeah.
album, you tell the difference.
Oh, definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's just been really cathartic, and the whole concept of the album is kind of just like me embracing the things that were kind of made fun of me about as a kid, and just really using that as my power as an adult, and just being kind of like over dramatic with a lot of things, and just like being like it's okay to be emotional because that's what helps grow, is you sitting in your pain and really like sorting through it, writing about it, because that's my therapy, is writing about it, and just kind of like channeling it a little bit more, and just being proud of who you are as a person, as an individual, as an artist. And yeah, also why I want to put it out on my birthday, because I feel like it's kind of like an ode to my inner child a little bit. Yeah.
Alright, so I want to get into that live instruments real quick, because
Alright.
I was hearing a lot of guitar, a lot of, how they call it, guitar solo,
Yeah.
guitar solo
Yeah.
acts in
Mhm.
your place. So are you a guitarist?
I'm not a guitarist. I only play a little bit of keyboard and synth.
Okay.
So
what
yeah,
instrument is that?
it's just a keyboard, basically a
Gotcha.
keyboard.
Keyboard.
Yeah, but it's smaller, so it's like this, and you can just like play little synth noises. Yeah.
So you can play a little keyboard. Do you smoke a few jacks?
Do I smoke weed?
Nah, jacks like cigarettes. Like,
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
That's a PC shit. You smoke jacks because I seen you on the cover Into Deep
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Pool. The jump wasn't lit though, so I don't know if you smoke or not. I feel like it was just for
It
for
was lit.
dramatic
It was just
effect.
wet. I was in a pool.
Why are you smoking a wet cigarette? I'm just
No, but for real, I smoke cigarettes a little bit. Not really. It's a bad habit.
We get rid of it. It's one of the things we facing right now. You know, we're gonna face up to our problems.
Yeah. I kind of stopped smoking everything in general except for my vape, which is probably
The worst thing.
the worst thing to do. I'm trying.
So you can't. So you think.
Okay, so you said you stepped in the studio, you like the new vibe, so I gotta ask you, which one you like more, performing or being in the studio?
Performing 100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
100%.
100%, no
Let 'em
questions.
know.
I am definitely I am a songwriter for sure, but I am a performer over everything, and I feel like I feed off of people's energies.
Okay.
That's just who I am as a person. So like being in front of people who are having a good time, who are connecting with what I'm writing, and also being around my bandmates who are just awesome. Like everything combined just makes me feel on top of the world. I really kind of like almost black out.
You in your own zone.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone, and it's very cathartic, and also like I just love the whole fashion element that comes to performing. Like I said, I'm very like, I try to be very consistent with everything I do, and I do everything with a purpose. So it's like I want to make sure that like everything is in its one experience.
Gotcha.
Okay, so explain the experience you about to give them today with your performance. Let's talk about the song that you got for the people. Why'd you pick that one?
Yeah, so it's my new single coming out September 12th. It's called Emo Boys from New Jersey. It's a pop punk song that I wrote last year after going to When We Were Young festival in Las Vegas. It was like the first pop punk music festival since Warped Tour. And
was when?
Warped Tour?
Yeah.
I think the last Warped Tour.
Birds of y'all mean we flying, y'all. We flying.
If you
Y'all
save up right now, you get 15% off, send in an email newsletter, and spend over $150. Free shipping, y'all.
Free shipping straight to you. And with that free shipping, I need you to get a hat. I need you to get a shirt. I need you some shorts, some sunglasses. That's a whole fit, bro.
And everything is flying off the shelf. You better hurry up and get it fast. Summer collection is going quick.
What they did was like pre-COVID.
Okay.
Yeah. And, you know, growing up, I was really into that type of music. Based off of what I said with my new album, like, I was a very, like, much an emotional child. I'm still a very emotional person on the inside. And that comes out in my music more so than anything. But yeah, so like that music just got me through my middle school, like weird middle school years. When like I was really boy crazy too, and I'm just like, these guys are like, they just understand me, you know. And so when that all kind of came flooding back, I was like, I'm just gonna write a song about it and make it super fun. And it still has like the pop elements of the lyrics of being just like kind of just silly and but still meaningful in its own way. And I think a lot of people will relate to it. But yeah, and I've just been really into rock music lately, so like the whole album is very rock influenced. So yeah, I'm very excited about the new stuff.
So,
Yeah.
we're going to get to that, but I believe D got to ask you something. He told
Okay.
me he had to ask you something.
Gotta ask you. Mount Rushmore, your top 4 all-time favorite artists.
Ooh, alright. Robert Smith.
Oh, I bet she was talking to me.
Robert Smith from The Cure. Stevie Nicks. That's 2. Miley Cyrus. And this is
That's
hard.
one that always gets slow on the last
On the
one.
last one,
I
yeah.
like that Miley Cyrus. I'm not gonna hold you. A lot of black young men was in that TV singing them songs. I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all can stop playing right now. I know. But continue. I'm sorry.
You're good, you're good. I'm kind of in between Elvis and it's really hard.
Go up there competing with Elvis. I want to hear this.
Maybe I'll say Elvis just because I feel like subconsciously he probably inspires a lot of my writing more than I think he does, just because I grew up like listening to him all the time because my dad was obsessed with him.
I was a man.
Yeah, still obsessed with him. So, yeah, probably those are my 4.
Oh, that's a beautiful way to close out the show.
Yes.
Love. Peace.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.